Do you know what monk on is? Found down south.
It's like getting angry or something.
Yeah, like Mardy and stuff. You know, Mardy's another Yorkshire term, innit? Or
describing a Yorkshire term with a Yorkshire term. Yeah. Brilliant.
Welcome back to That David and That Rob podcast. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. Subscribe, you bastards.
Do I leave that bit in?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Well,
so, straight into it. People have been loving the whole would you rather and the asking questions and stuff. We've got some good feedback. So today we're bringing you something similar, but a little bit different. Today...
Side note, I have no idea what this is, by the way.
No, oh yeah. You don't even know you're about to.
I've just sat down and put it to a microphone.
So, what we're doing today is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scenarios. And basically, we've got to answer. You'll see when I start talking about it. So, straight off the bat, let's jump in so you get a feel for what it is. So, would you take a 70 grand a week job offer where you get paid to sit in a pitch black room and do nothing for 20 hours a day? Now, Rob's looking at me like, you asked me this while we were playing Warzone last week.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah, but we had a good discussion about it.
We did, to be fair.
So I wanted to bring it. So this is what I mean. We've got, how many did I say? Seven of these scenarios, and we'll talk through them. So, would you, 70 grand, but you've got to sit in the dark for 20 hours a day?
I'm aware of this discussion before, and my point was, are you committing to this for life, or is it like you get a job and it has a 2-week, like...
I'll set some ground rules. You've got to do it 5 days a week. So for 5 days a week, for 20 hours, Monday to Friday, 20 hours, you've got to sit in a dark room. You're not allowed to do nothing, just sit there in a dark room. Yeah. And you've got to do it for a year. But you get 70 grand a week, but you only get like 4 hours to like...
Nah, I think you'd go mad in a year.
I think if we're looking at it from a biological, scientific point of view, it's probably impossible. You'd end up going mental. But let's just say that you don't go mental. You just sit there being bored.
Like skin and things, because obviously you're not going to get your vitamin D, is it, from the sun?
Let's just pretend that none of that matters. So it's more...
Stay perfectly healthy and sane.
Yeah.
You just need to sit in a room.
But you would just be bored out of your mind. Because there's nothing to do. You just got to sit there doing nothing, but then thinking, God, Saturday, Sunday, I'll tell you what. Oh, no, 70 grand a week.
No.
If I double it, 140
it's
a week.
Not that important. Like, money is important, but like to have that sheer volume of money you can't do anything with. Yeah. And in a year, I think you're gonna. I know, obviously, it's hard. It's hard to rule out these like the downsides of this. Of like oh yeah, you won't go mental.
The ultimate downside for me would just be I can't be sat doing nothing.
Yeah, I could do a week. If I had to do a week, it'd be hard.
Yeah.
But I think if it was a week, yes. But a year, nah.
Yeah, for a week, if I were like, listen, Donetta, I'm not going to be here for you and the kids much during the week. Yeah. But it is only for a week and we get 70 grand. I think that becomes a lot more achievable and actually realistically possible.
Yes.
I could cope with that. I think anymore, once you start talking more than a fortnight, you're probably starting to get into the realms of, oh my God, this is actually starting to send me nuts.
Yeah, I think anymore.
And I'm sure there'll be some like scientist watching who's like, yeah, actually, the way the human brain works is if you're subject to this much darkness, you're fucked. You're done. Yeah, that's it, basically. So
it's a no for me.
And I'm going no as well. I would not do it. Right. Would you take something, let's say a pill or an injection?
A matrix. Would
you take something, very much so, that removes your body's need for sleep if you had the option? So I could just be like, listen, you take this green pill. I'm going to say blue, but that probably does something else. But yeah, you take this pill.
You're going to sleep.
Yeah. Or you have this injection and now you just no longer need sleep.
Is there no downsides whatsoever?
Not from a health point of view and stuff. No. I suppose the downsides, if you want to talk about them, would be obviously everybody else needs sleep. So like everyone else in your family are going to sleep at night time and you're just like, I'm awake because I don't need sleep.
But do I get tired?
No, you don't need sleep. Your body does not need sleep. You don't get tired. So you just be able to crack on like this, 100 mile an hour, non-stop.
Well, yeah, if there's no downsides whatsoever, there's no comeuppance or anything.
What about then? Let's play devil's advocate, because I'm very much on the same. I'm like, because I don't care about sleep.
If there's no, like, literally downside at all.
So the downside is every single night, Jodie, Oscar, they're going to sleep and stuff like that. You've then got to occupy yourself. The world's pretty much closed. We live in Doncaster. It's not like London where everything's open 24/7.
Right.
So the world's closed. So almost then the downside is, what do you do during the night time? Like, what are you doing to occupy yourself?
Well, I've got like various household jobs to do.
Yeah.
So I can do them. Like when it's editing to do, I can do that because you don't really film anything at night.
Yeah.
Like, so I can just do the editing at night instead because I know I've got time.
So then moving forward, do you then start getting the monk on? Because you're like, do you know what monk on is? Found down south.
It's like getting angry or something.
Yeah. Like Mardy and stuff. You know, Mardy's another Yorkshire term, innit?
Describing a Yorkshire term with a Yorkshire term. Yeah. Brilliant.
So let's just move this on a little bit then. So after like 6 months, you're like, I am the most productive guy ever, and you start looking at me going, I'm doing way more than you now. And then you start looking at Jodie, and you
also didn't have an injection.
Yeah, but after a bit, would that start going, do you know what? I'm getting a bit tired of this because now in the daytime, David's going, yeah, but you don't need sleep. So while I'm asleep tonight, will you just get this edited? And then you're like, I feel like I'm having to do everything here. And then at home, Jodie's like, like, while I could sleep tonight, just put that shelf up, sort that telly out, take that rubbish out and that. And you're like, for God's sake, I'm having to do everything now because people know I don't need sleep.
Yeah,
Is that the downside?
I think you'd have to come to some sort of agreement on it. Like,
listen, I know I don't need sleep. I'm playing PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, when it's a weekend, I'm probably awake till like anywhere up to like 2 a.m. sometimes. Anyway.
So I think it's a no-brainer. I've tried to make it more interesting.
Yeah, you have.
By throwing the devil's advocate. But
I used to work like nights, days, all sorts. I mean, there's enough going on for me.
Yeah. I would as well. I would. If I could eradicate sleep and didn't need it, I definitely would.
Yeah.
Because I love the productivity.
24/7. I know Doncaster might not be, but the internet is.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't want to know what you're doing at night time on internet. What show would you like? Hang on a minute, let me read this through. I've copied and pasted these off internet. What show would you like if you had to be trapped in a TV show for 1 month? I don't think their English is quite fantastic. Basically, you got to be trapped. You're trapped in a TV show for a month.
Right.
Which TV show would you choose? And which character
so
would you
can't
like
just
to
be yourself in a TV show. You have to be a character in a TV show.
I mean, we can do whatever you want. I'm just reading what I got on internet.
Right, okay.
But let's go character because it's probably a bit more interesting. So you've got to be stuck in a TV show and you've got to be a character. So you consciously know you're this character in this TV show for a month. Right. So you want to choose someone that you're like, I won't mind being that guy for a month or girl, whatever.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Because like you could go for something like really interesting and go for like Game of Thrones. But if you're going as yourself, you're like, am I going to survive the month? I don't know.
Yeah. That's another point as well.
You're like, oh, great. I
can
choose a character. Well, I don't know. But like, I could choose a character and I go, right, Jon Snow survives. I think. Spoiler. I don't know. I ain't watched it. So like, I could be like, yeah, sound. I'm going to be him. Because I know I ain't going to die, or I might.
So you want to be Jon Snow in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, because now I'm stuck on that. Yeah, go for it. I'm Jon Snow, Game of Thrones.
Sound. I don't know who that is.
What? Have you never watched Game of Thrones?
No.
Jesus Christ.
No, it just looks another load of shite, if I'm honest. A bit like Walking Dead. And I know I'm making loads of people watching now fuming, but I'm just like, listen, I've looked at it a little bit and I'm like, eh.
I mean, it's not for everyone, but I'm surprised you've not given it a go.
Who would I be? My mind straight away went to films, but I'm not allowed. It's a TV show. But I don't watch TV shows.
I don't watch loads of TV shows.
Who would I be? Because I just thought then, I know I'd be. Of course I'd be Klaus from Originals. I'm literally the hardest geezer on planet. And I don't need sleep because I'm a vampire.
Nice, brilliant.
I'm like the most productive blood-sucking motherfucker going.
Do you sparkle though?
No, not in this one. Not in this one. No, Klaus is pretty vicious.
Yeah,
he ain't sparkling. None of that nonsense. So yeah, that's who I'd be. I'd be Klaus, and he speaks brilliantly. Like he speaks half modern, half oldie worldy, like ye olde English now and again. And he's just for me, in another episode that we might do at some point somewhere, probably on the next channel actually. Brilliant. But yeah, greatest character written in any Netflix type series going ever for me.
Well, Jody, if you're watching this, you'll know who he's on about.
Yeah,
I ain't got Scooby.
Brilliant. He's brilliant. He's basically an ultimate vampire dude. So, here we go. Right, you're offered a pill that increases your intelligence by 50%, but also permanently removes your hair, including your eyebrows. Do you take it? So you got this pill here,
right?
And it'll make you 50% more intelligent than you already are, but you'll immediately lose your hair and your eyebrows. It's the eyebrows bit, innit, that gets you.
It's the hair.
Is it?
No, I'm not taking it.
You're not taking it. You're 50% more intelligent, which means you can make our business better. It means you can do shit better.
Yeah.
Because you're not that great. That's awful.
I'd also be bald.
But imagine how intelligent you are, because neither of us are exactly stupid.
No, true.
So just imagine being another 50% more intelligent than we already are.
I'd rather keep my hair and just learn it.
But we wear hats all the time. For me, it's the brows bit. Oh, yeah. The only day. This is because we both had our haircut.
A TikTok guy. He's made a career out of that. Now I am more intelligent.
Yeah.
Have it.
Your eyebrows have just fell out. No, it's the brows bit for me. Because hair, I could go without hair. I've shaved my head loads of times.
I know, I've never had shaved head, and I don't want to start. So,
would I do it?
I thought it was gonna be similar to like Limitless. Where they take. I haven't watched it for a while, but that's a pill, isn't it?
Yeah, but he has incredible lows and losers track of time and that, doesn't he?
Yeah, because that's intelligence, but it's in bursts. But the side effects is like the come down afterwards gets worse and worse the more pills you take. So I thought it was going to go down that route. But if it's just permanently lose your hair forever, then absolutely not. Yeah. If it was like lose your hair and then as it grew back, your intelligence like sort of disappeared back to like normal level. Yeah. So like if you took another pill, you lose all your hair again. But then as it grows back, so you could be like 50% more intelligent, but as your hair grows back.
Yeah, you're just trying to cheat the system here.
No, but I'm still wondering, would I do that? How many times would you take the pill? Would you keep just going bald all the time?
I mean, yeah. Without the brows bit,
you lose your eyebrows.
I'd do it. But if it's eyebrows,
the last thing to grow back.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to bank on the fact that I'm all right with the level I'm operating at right now.
Yeah, if I need to learn something, I can just go and learn.
Which is really weird because it's quite superficial.
If I'm awake all the time as well, I can learn this stuff at night.
Yeah.
So then I've got my 50% more.
Isn't it weird though? Because it is just how you look. It doesn't affect you at all, really. It's just how you look, innit?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. If you were offered billions of dollars, I mean, let's say 10 billion.
Yeah, let's say pounds.
If you were offered, 10 billion. I got this off an American website. If you were offered £10 billion to be locked in a room for 50 minutes, but with a huge possibility that once you leave the room, you will either be 50 days or 50 years in the future. So you think you're going in there for 50 minutes, and it is just 50 minutes to you, but there's a
50-50 chance.
There's a 50-50 chance that when you come out after 50 minutes, you will either be 50 days in the future or 50 years in the future.
Will I have aged 50 days or 50 years, or will I be the same as I am when I walk into the room?
You will be exactly the same, however...
Everything else around you's moved.
50 years in future, you walk out, you realise nobody you know, or... No, not no one you know, but everybody you know that would still be alive is old as fuck now.
So, it's going to be like Avengers, when they all get dusted for 5 years. And some come back as like they were.
Yeah.
Others are like 5 years older.
So would you do it? You've got 10 billion. You might just be 50 days.
Yeah,
10 billion quid and you're like, woohoo, happy days. Or you might be 50 years and be like, yeah, soz that I missed all of the kids growing up and everything else that's happened in 50 years. But I've got 10 billion, but...
Be late now.
Yeah. And in 50 years, 10 billion might only be like...
Well, yeah, it might be like
100 grand. Yeah. Because people are like becoming...
multi-billionaires, trillionaires, whatever it is.
Oh, wait till someone comes a trillionaire.
Are they already a trillionaire? Is that already a thing?
Companies are, aren't they?
Yeah.
So would you do it?
I'm going to say no. I was thinking yes, but I've changed
I'm going to have to say no as well. But isn't some of these questions, aren't they showing us that, like, how much we actually value the
time, the real life?
Yeah, real life. It does show you that, doesn't it? Like, just talking deep for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, it does show you that you genuinely do value the things that we take for granted every single day.
Oh, yeah.
That's frightening. Let's get back onto more entertaining stuff.
Something that's serious.
So, you're walking through the woods.
Oh,
this is a good one. I like it. I've heard this before. I like it. You're walking through the woods when you come across a black suitcase. It contains £1 million.
Nice.
And a blood-stained piece of paper with the word "don't" written on it. Will you take the suitcase home or leave it?
I'd leave it. Absolutely not. I'm not having anything to do with it.
Why? What if the blood is from the person that wrote it? It's just like, they're dead now.
Yeah.
And you just get it and you're like, sound.
I feel like the sort of thing that someone's literally stood behind a tree waiting, watching for someone to like do it. And as soon as you pick it up, you don't even get as far as
Jeremy
home.
Beadle. I got you.
I don't even think you get as far as home.
Oh, see, you don't know, do you? You have no idea. I'm taking it. This is one where I am going, do you know what? Come on, then.
Chances.
Yeah, I'll take my chances. I'd scoop paper up and leave paper. I'd just take the suitcase and just be like, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're not doing it.
Not worth hassle.
Oh, pussy.
Not worth the hassle.
I'm doing it. I'm taking it. I'm taking my chances. I don't care. Because I'm thinking, what's going to happen? You'll come after me and do me, are you?
Who is it that's after you? Is it
Who
one
knows?
person? Is
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I fancy my chances.
I can't bother with hassle.
I'll take it. I fancy my chances. Unless someone just pops out a tree and goes, poof, there you go, gone.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit. But then again, you won't care. You're gone.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, that's interesting. So I think that's the first one that
we've been the same in all of them.
We've been the same in all of them, yeah.
5.
I hope you lot are answering these, by the way, as we go along, get in comments and start answering them and stuff. Right, so last one.
Oh.
You pick up a book and start reading.
Right.
Only to realise it's your life.
Okay.
Do you turn the page knowing that you won't be able to change the events that will unfold, or do you stop reading? Oh, what a question. I'm proud of that one. I'm proud of finding it. I didn't make it up. I have heard this before, actually, or something similar.
Yeah.
But this is, that's mad. So you could obviously read up to today, and you're like, oh, yeah, that is what's happened. But then do you carry on reading?
Depends how many, what's a time scale on a page? Is a page a year? Is a page a week? Is a page a day?
Oh, imagine there's only one page after today, and you're like,
if there was just one page, if there's just one page after today, I think I'd read it.
Yeah,
and be like, what can I do to avert this? But if there's another 80 pages, sound. Shut the book and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, so you won't read it.
No.
Let's pretend there's a wedger book, so there's plenty to go yet.
I feel like if you read this book, it's set in stone. It'll play on your mind, whatever these events.
And you can't change it anyway.
No.
That is what will happen.
Whereas obviously if you don't know what's going to happen.
How would that end, though?
There's
would
the whole
it be
thing of fate and whatever.
And then today you open a book and read it and realise it's your life. Like the book would actually be telling you that, wouldn't it? Because that's what's happening.
Yeah. It's just titled, written down. Who wrote it?
God. I don't know, probably. So you won't read
Times
it.
bestseller.
Yeah. Or would you? Would you go? I might just read one page.
Nah, if I read one page in a pocket and read another page. If I read one,
what would you do with the book? Would you destroy the book or keep it? Because that temptation. You're having one of them days and you're like, I want to read the book.
I think keep it's a decent plan. Because then when you do die, you can be like, right, in my will, There's a
No,
book.
that's why I vlog
There's a
every
book
day.
in the loft. Oh yeah, yeah. It's more interesting than the book.
Yeah.
It's not. You should read.
No, you should not put the book down and watch the vlog.
Watch the vlog, then read your book. Yeah, no,
I'm not reading it, and I'm
I'm
immediately
not gonna
destroying the
read it.
book.
Yeah,
Because as well, I like the idea that I'm in control of my life. There's things I can't control, but what I can control is how I react to things that happen.
yeah, makes sense.
And that gives me as much control as I possibly can have as a human on the planet. So I'm destroying I'm not reading the book, I'm not destroying it. If you answer only one question, let it be that one. Would you carry on reading that book of your life or not? Because I'm really intrigued on what people would say about this. Because I think this is the type of thing that's maybe a 50-50.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
a lot of
it's a
people would go,
50-50
yeah, of
split.
course I'd read it.
Yeah, I think it'd be 50-50 split on people, this one.
I think if you're a person that sits reading Facebook of what's going on with Karen down the street every day and stuff, I reckon you're just way too nosy not to read it.
You'll be reading that book.
Yeah, you're reading it, you Facebookers. So that's it. I found that really, really interesting,
Yeah, it's good,
actually.
that's it,
And it's
yeah.
mad how similar we are with a lot of things. And then there's the
Yeah,
odd thing that's
yeah,
like,
that's it.
and I don't know what that line was, where it's like, no, now we're completely different again. It's weird. It's interesting.
I don't know.
I hope you've been answering those as we've gone along. Like I say, if you haven't answered any yet, just answer the last one. That last one, would you read that book of your life? And you can't change any of the events. I don't know. Would you? Anyway, that's it. We're done. Finished. Finito. That's another one in the bag.
It is episode 14, is it?
Yeah, we've got a big announcement coming tomorrow in the daily vlog. So, yeah, watch that and all if you want. I don't know. Just do what you want. Do what you want. I'm not bothered.
I mean, at this point, you've watched it, so cheers.
If you're still here right now, in the comments, just put a T in the comments, because I'm interested to see who listens to us
end.
just like ramble on.
Yeah. It's like them credit scenes. You know, like credit scenes when it's like, oh, yeah, there's nothing coming, but you keep watching it until it actually goes black. Yeah. So
Shall we just keep talking to see what?
You just keep watching it, and then you're like, oh, yeah, is it going to finish at all? And then all of a sudden, it's just like goes...